What's up? You motherfucker. Alright. What's up, guys? Derek here for D&D. We've still been getting a lot of questions about how our hubs and quick releases work, so we're going to make a quick video today and show you guys the basics, how these parts work and how they work together so you can install a D&D steering wheel on your car. So first off, we have the quick release. A question we get a lot is which quick release will fit my car? But technically speaking, quick releases are universal items. They don't fit to your car in a chassis specific way. They go onto your hub, which is actually the component that adapts your factory steering spline to a 6-bolt Momo or a 6-bolt Nardi pattern. So you can put the quick release on that, and then the steering wheel itself goes on the quick release. If you so wish. The quick release is actually an optional item. You can run the steering wheel without the quick release. Obviously, you won't have the ability to take the steering wheel off your car, in which case we offer the CNC hub. It's a little bit longer than our low profile hub kit, which allows you to have the steering wheel in closer to the factory steering wheel position in terms of depth or how far it is away from you. That's less of an issue if you have a telescoping steering column. A lot of cars have that nowadays where you can move it forwards and backwards and up and down, but older cars like 240s, S chassis, 350Zs, they don't necessarily have that, so you have to be a little bit more careful about whether you get a deep steering wheel with a CNC hub, or you have to be a little bit more careful about getting something like a CNC hub and then putting a quick release on top of that and then getting a deep dish steering wheel, because this setup will end up placing the steering wheel about 3 to 4 inches further closer to you than your stock steering wheel will, which may be an issue. So for that case, we recommend our low profile hub kit paired with the quick release, and you can use a deeper dish. This one is 75 millimeters concavity, and that will put it closer to your stock steering wheel location. So I'll walk you guys through the general installation of all these components. I'll start with the quick release to the steering wheel, and then we'll do quick release to the hub, and then at that point it'll be ready to go into the car. So the easiest way I found to do this is to turn the steering wheel upside down, take your quick release, unmate it, because you just need to worry about the part that goes on the steering wheel. Make sure that the logo is lined up with the stripe. Then put it on the steering wheel. The steering wheel will be on top of the quick release. It's reversed, but the plate sits up here, and then you take your screws. The countersunk portion will be on the bottom, and then you can just lift them up and then do the nuts that'll be included hand tight, and repeat that process 6 times until you have all the nuts and bolts in hand tight. So after you get the all the nuts on hand tight, you can flip your steering wheel back over and tighten them the rest of the way with an Allen key. And make sure you go in a star pattern to evenly distribute the load. Okay, cool. At that point, this portion is finished. We can now move on to attaching the other half of the quick release to the hub itself. So take the other half of your quick release, and you want to line it up on the hub. Don't worry about where the logo is on the collar, because the collar rotates. We have some people that email us saying, oh, it's not straight, but you can turn the collar, so that's not that much of an issue. So how you tell the alignment on the quick release is if you look inside the splines, there'll be what I refer to as the master spline, which is one spline that's a little fatter than the rest. And you kind of use that as an indicator on how to line up your quick release with the hub as well. Line it up with the bolt holes that are on the hub, and then drop in your hardware Again, the included hardware will be black, but we're using the anodized purple ones. Once you get everything hand tight, you can go through again with the second size included Allen key. Make sure everything is buttoned up. There we go. And this is the half of the quick release that's attached to the hub. At that point, you can actually put your steering wheel back on and check the fitment. Make sure the logo on top of the hub is lined up with the center line of the steering wheel, as well as the face of the quick release is upright. As you can see from here, we did everything correctly. The process with the CNC hub is pretty much the same. The only difference is the CNC hub is about twice as thick as the low profile hub, but in terms of how it bolts up, it's exactly the same. So you can see the inside of our hub is splined, and this is chassis specific. This will mate to your factory steering spline and slide over the shaft, and then afterwards you use the factory hub nut and you put it back over here and you tighten the hub down with that. Or if you're using a CNC hub, remember the length is a little bit longer, so you wouldn't be using a quick release, in which case it would just be hub to steering wheel. So I hope this helped you guys figure out how this all works. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment or reach out to us on Instagram or Facebook. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.